Greetings. We continue today in the book of Revelation on the study of the rapture of the church, or churches, plural. Technically, part 2, and this is session or section number 3. We closed yesterday by mentioning that Revelation 4:1 is one of 2 times in the book of Revelation where it states that the door of heaven was having been opened and remaining opened. The other occasion is found in Revelation 19:11, although there's no particular mention of the door. It just says that's all the heaven opened. Now, remember, we've established the second coming of Christ happens in 2 stages. The first, the rapture, is when Jesus comes as a thief in the night for his saints, which Paul referred to as the blessed hope in Titus 2:13. The second is the revelation. Jesus comes in power and great glory with his saints, which Paul referred to as the glorious appearing in Titus 2:13. It should be very obvious that the opening of heaven in Revelation 19 is the one with the saints at the glorious appearing, which will be seen by all men upon the face of the earth. Personally, I believe it should be equally obvious that the other opening of heaven in Revelation 4:1 is when Jesus Christ comes as a thief in the night for his saints. The one speaking in Revelation 4:1 is identified as the same voice which spoke with John in Revelation chapter 1, verses 10 through 19, who was none other than the omnipotent declarer, Jesus Christ himself. It was Jesus, the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, who was speaking with John in Revelation 1. Therefore, we have the correct person speaking to meet the criterion for rapture here. In addition to the correct speaker, we have the correct kind of speech. He said it was a voice as it were a trumpet. If you examine both 1 Corinthians 15:51 and 52, and 1 Thessalonians 4:13 through 18, again, for the significance of both shouts and trumpet sounds in connection with the rapture. The Lord himself has descended in Revelation 1:10 through 12, and was standing behind John on the Isle of Patmos. Further, note the anticipated declaration, which is set forth by means of the words, "You come up here." In John 11, we're given a foreshadowing of this great resurrection day. As Jesus says to Martha, "Thy brother shall rise again," in John 11:23. Martha meets the "if we believe that Jesus died and rose again" condition of 1 Thessalonians 4:14 before the fact with the words of John 11:24, "I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day." John 11:25 continues, Jesus said unto her, "I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this?" Then Jesus proves his ability to make good on this promise by raising Lazarus from the dead. Please note, the door was opened. The stone was rolled away. Jesus said, "Roll the stone away," in John 11:39. And it says in verse 41, "And they rolled the stone away." Then the omnipotent declarer uttered the foreshadowing of that blessed hope in the anticipated declaration, "Lazarus, come forth." John chapter 5, verse 28 declares, "Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming in which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice." Just as surely as John was called up to heaven and Lazarus was called out of the grave, all the saved will be not only called out, but called up also. Then we'll look at the significance of the last trumpet in relation to the rapture in the next section.